Let me ask you something. What if the person who crashed their car wasn't drunk, distracted, or even tired, but instead, they were trusting a machine to drive for them? That's exactly what happened with Kyle Shanahan, the 49ers coach, when his Tesla went off the road. Now, here's the kicker. He didn't blame the car. He didn't point fingers at Tesla's autopilot. He said, "It's always your fault." And that line alone makes me want to unpack this deeper. Because in a world where we are told AI will save us from human error, Shanahan's admission feels like a wake-up call. What does it mean when even the most tech-savvy people still feel responsible for machines they're not even fully in control of? It's wild, isn't it? We're building systems that claim to handle the complexities of driving, yet the moment something goes wrong, the human is still the fall guy. That's not just a legal thing, it's a psychological one. It's like we're handing over our agency to machines, but then we're still the ones who get blamed when things go sideways. And honestly, that tension is what makes this story so fascinating. Because if Shanahan, a guy who's used to calling the shots on a football field, is saying he's accountable even when the car was driving itself, what does that say about our trust in technology? Are we ready to accept that we are still the ones in charge, even when we are not technically steering the wheel? I think that's the real question here. It's not just about whether autopilot works, it's about whether we are mentally prepared to live in a world where we hand over control, but still carry the weight of responsibility. And that's a problem, because if we don't start redefining what responsibility means in this context, we are going to keep seeing headlines like this. Because the truth is, autopilot isn't perfect. It's been linked to hundreds of crashes, dozens of deaths, and massive legal battles. But here's what people don't realize: the system isn't just failing, it's being misused. Shanahan said he's had autopilot for 9 years. That's not a short time. So why did he turn it on in the first place? Was he overconfident? Underprepared? Or is this just the reality of a system that's still in its infancy? I mean, think about it, we are treating this like a feature, not a replacement. But if you take a step back, what's the point of having a semi-autonomous system if it's still requiring constant human oversight? It's like giving someone a robot arm and then expecting them to operate it without training. And yet, that's exactly what we are doing. The bigger picture here isn't just about one crash, it's about the cultural shift we are undergoing. We are living in a time where the line between human and machine is blurring, and that's terrifying. Because when you hand over control to a computer, you're not just relying on its algorithms, you're also relying on your own judgment to know when to trust it. And if that's not enough, what happens when the system fails in a way that's impossible to predict? Shanahan's crash isn't just a cautionary tale, it's a mirror. It shows us that even the smartest people, the most experienced ones, can't escape the reality that we're still the ones who have to make the tough calls. So here's my take: maybe the problem isn't the technology itself. Maybe the problem is how we're using it. Because if we're going to trust machines with our lives, we need to stop treating them like magic and start treating them like tools. And that means rethinking everything: how we design them, how we use them, and most importantly, how we hold ourselves accountable when they fail. Because in the end, the only thing that matters is who's behind the wheel, literally and figuratively.